Alright, welcome to the 6.3 explanation. We're going to start out by writing a linear function for these two lines. And the first thing that we want to find is, or the first two things that we need to find always, are we need to find what the m is, what the slope is, and what the b is. And so we can figure out the slope on this one. This one looks a little bit tricky because it's going up by 2's. So it's actually going a rise of up 3 over 1. So this one's a little tricky. It looks like I have a positive slope of up 3 over 1 and a y-intercept of 0. And so what my equation is going to be would be y equals 3x. And then the plus 0 you can put on there if you want, or you can just leave it off. But y equals 3x, or y equals 3x plus 0. On number 2, this one here only crosses the y at 2. Right? So we have to find the slope, and we have to find what the y-intercept is. Well, the y-intercept is 2. And the slope, this slope, is going to be a slope of 0. And the way that I know this, let's say that we took 2 points. Let's say we took this point. That's -1, 2. And we took this point, which is 3, 2. And then we use the slope formula, x1, y1, x2, y2. And we use the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That would be 2 minus 2 over 3 minus -1. 2 minus 2 is 0. 3 plus 1 would be 4. 0 divided by anything is a slope of 0. And so our equation for our second one is going to be y equals 0x plus 2. That's one way you could write it. Or because 0 times x is nothing, you could also just write it as y equals 2. And that's how you do the first two. 3 and 4 are going to be very similar. One of the things that you can do is, well, remember, we're doing the same thing. We have to find the m, and we have to find the b. And so our slope on this one, you could pick 2 points. Let's say you did like this. You could go 0, 5, and you could go 1, 7. And then using the slope formula, you'd have x1, y1, x2, y2. You'd have 7 minus 5 over 1 minus nothing. 7 take away 5 is 2. 1 take away nothing is just 1. So we have a slope of 2. And so this slope, there's 2 ways you can find the slope. You can use this slope formula. Or if you don't want to use that, you can just look and see how this changes. So it's going plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. And then here it's going plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. And remember that slope is always the change in y. So if we go up here and look at our y, the change in y is positive 2. The change of x is just 1. And so our slope is 2 over 1. To find the y-intercept, you always want to look for where x equals 0. And where x equals 0 is at 5. So our b is 5. And our slope is 2. So our equation, I'll write it here at the bottom, is going to be y equals 2x plus 5. And that's how you do 3, excuse me. Number 4, we're going to do the same thing. This is going up by 2, plus 2. This is going plus 2. And this is going plus 2. And then down here, from -1 to -2, this is going minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So our change in y is going to be -1. Our change in x is going to be positive 2. So we have a slope of -1/2. Our b, our y-intercept, is where our x equals 0. And so that's going to be -2. So our equation is going to be y equals -1/2 x minus 2. if you wanted to, you could do the slope formula. It just tends to take a little bit more time, so we could just find it that way. That's how you do 3 and 4. Question number 5 is going to start the same way. We're going to look at how our x is changing. Looks like our x is changing by positive 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Alright, here in the bottom it's going plus 120, plus 120, plus 120. Alright, so now our slope, our m, is going to be our change in y, which happens to be 120, over our change in x, which is going to be 2. And what's 120 divided by 2? 120 divided by 2 is just going to be 60. Our y-intercept is where x equals 0. We take the other number. And so in this case, it's just 0. So our equation is going to be y equals 60x. And if you want to, you could put plus 0, or you could just have y equals 60x. Now it says graph the linear function. So each one of these is going to be, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on like that. And then you're going to be going up by 60s. So I'm going to go 60, this is 120, right? This would be 180. And then plus another 60 would be 240. $120, $240. Okay, so now it says graph the linear equation. So if it was 0, it would be 0, 0. If we plugged in 1, we would have 60. 2 times 60 would be 120. And so we have this nice positive 1 linear equation. What is the distance traveled after 3 hours? So here's our equation, y equals 60x. And x is the number of hours, so we're going to plug in 3. Y is equal to 60 times 3. 60 times 3 is 180 miles. And that'll do it for 6.3.